will be invading Yorktown. This event historically represents the 17th and 18th Pirates when they go to River Rock Landing in Yorktown. Their boats will be open to the public to tour, exhibits to explore, and treasure to find. River Rock Landing and Waterman's Museum will be swarmed with pirates throughout the weekend, which are both along Water Street. The schooner Virginia will be visiting Yorktown from Norfolk. The reproduction ship will be open for free deck tours. The schooner's Serenity and Alliance is filled with activities for kids to do, such as letting kids race the sails, steer the ship, and tie knots. This requires paid tickets that you reserve in advance. A treasure hunt will be held throughout Yorktown, and kids are invited to find pieces of treasure at different attractions and businesses. If you want to see pirates, go to Yorktown this weekend.
Crystal Tadlock was handed a free apple as a snack during her overseas flight from Paris to the United States on Delta Airlines, put it in her bag for later, and thought nothing of it. After getting off her flight to transfer for Denver, her bag was randomly chosen to be inspected by U.S. Customs. When the apple was found, the customs agent searching her bag fined her $500 because her apple had not been declared ahead of time. Ms. Tadlock has stated that she is planning on taking her case to court, saying, quote, "It is really unfortunate that someone has to go through that and be treated like a criminal over a piece of fruit."
Weighing 25 pounds and flying up to 80 miles an hour, Zipline's battery-operated drones can deliver 4 pounds of blood or medical supplies across an expanse of 50 miles. Areas with free roads or poor road conditions are no longer at a disadvantage because of the speedy transportation with which the drones can deliver the much-needed cargo. Because the blood is being delivered faster and easier, Zipline claims the drones have reduced the waste of blood products by more than 95% in Rwanda. The drones create opportunities to deliver critical medical supplies and services to doctors and patients in remote areas that have very few resources. Zipline has submitted proposals to an FAA pilot program that would allow them to figure out how to safely operate drones alongside state and local governments. Zipline will find out in May if they have been chosen for the program, which will determine if and when they can start flying deliveries in the U.S.
Last week on Friday, there was an Amish buggy crash in Ohio. 4 people were affected. 1 woman was killed with 2 infants and a man being injured. A pickup truck hit them from behind even though the buggy was lit up properly. The woman was 23 years old and was pronounced dead on the scene. The 2 infants were flown to Dayton Hospital while the man was taken to a medical facility. Before taken to Dayton, crashes involving buggies are caused by vehicles not keeping a safe distance and are not uncommon in the area, reporters have said. The 4 were members of the same family and the names have not been released. The person driving the truck was arrested a mile away from the scene, but there has been no further information regarding the arrest.
Later last week, a 52-year-old man, Lenny Trin, died Monday evening while in a traffic collision. He rode a bicycle around delivering letters since he worked for the U.S. Postal Service. There is a memorial dedicated to him near the spot that he died. A bike was donated by Mike Hollis, a local cycling advocate, and was painted white for his memorial, known as the Ghost Bike. This was a clear visual to remember the man and how he passed. There has been nobody at fault decided for this incident yet, but the driver who opened his car door might be liable in the future since Lenny was riding legally in the bike lane.
This week in history. On April 22, 1864, "In God We Trust" was included on all newly minted coins in the United States by an act of Congress. On April 23, 1564, William Shakespeare was born at Stratford-on-Avon, England. Shakespeare is known as one of the most influential writers in the English language. The Library of Congress, the largest library in the world, was created on April 24, 1800. On April 25, 1874, the inventor of the radio, Guglielmo Macaroni, was born in Bologna, Italy. In Ukraine, on April 26, 1986, an explosion at Chernobyl power plant caused an explosion requiring a 300 square mile around the power plant to be evacuated for fear of radiation poisoning. The inventor of the telegraph, Samuel F.B. Morse, was born in Charlestown, Massachusetts on April 27, 1791. And finally, on April 25, 1758, the 5th President of the United States, James Monroe, was born in Westmoreland County, Virginia.
Starting on May 11th for all new customers and then starting the next renewal period on June 16th for existing customers, Amazon will be raising the price of its Prime Service membership from $99 to $119, a 20% increase. Amazon has cited increased overhead costs of maintaining Prime, as well as all features of Prime, such as free 2-day shipping on select items, free Prime video streaming, and unlimited photo storage as being the reason that they increased the cost of Prime. Following the announcement made on Thursday, Amazon stock price jumped as much as 7% in after-hours trading.
What up, Clippers? It's your boy, Brad Snufflepuff.
And the OG Chad Kroger welcome you to One Take Sports.
In Champions League news, Liverpool crushed Roma 5-2 in the first leg of the semifinals.
A la Madrid, Real comes back to beat Bayern 2-1.
Look out for the Bayern and Madrid rematch May 1st.
Wheeling and dealing, it's NFL draft time.
Last night, the NFL draft welcomed tons of new talent to the league. Third pick of first round was Sam Darnold of USC, who went to the NY Jets, New York Jets.
Rip.
Saquon Barkley of Penn State went second pick to the New York Giants.
And first pick, Mr. Baker Money Mayfield will be at Cleveland next year. Hot take, Cleveland are Super Bowl bound.
In school sports news, the Grafton soccer team will take on Tab May 3rd.
And who doesn't want to see softball take on Jamestown today here at 4:30?
Live from Chino Hills, California, it's Brad and Chad telling you to join.
And keep it shaka, brah.